That's a lot of dings. Mm-hmm. Happy Sunday. So of course, I have 2 yellow chicks to make from last night's stream, and then I got an Etsy order for a microphone cover today because that's how these things always happen. So I wasn't necessarily planning on streaming today, but I have work to do down here anyways, so here we are. Here we are, and you're all going to behave yourselves. And let me get all the things done. That's how this is going to work. There was enough chaos last night. God, I could use like a 3rd cup of coffee today. I did sleep well, though, in case anybody's wondering. I got plenty of rest. I didn't wake up until like 10 o'clock this morning. So there is a prediction open. Submission period is the longest that I could make it. It's 30 minutes, so if you're here in the first 30 minutes of the stream, you can gamble your channel points. The prediction is, how many things will I finish this stream? 0. Mwahahaha. 1, 2, 3, or 4 or more. So 4 or more is that's hyper optimistic. That's like I finished the mic cover, the 2 chicks, and an additional object. I'm not telling you how to vote. I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you how to vote. Oh, thank you, Sea Wolfpack. I appreciate you. Hi, Miro. How are you? Let's see. Animal Crackers, Flava, and Science got the 3 firsts. We could probably call that something different. Call it like, I don't know, some people will call it like early gang. Good. I mean, I'm not unhappy, of course, about getting an Etsy order. It's just like, oh, of course, now that I have other things to do, I haven't gotten an order for a microphone cover in like a while. So of course, when I have other things I need to make, because of those sweet little chaos goblins last night, since I said I would make the yellow plushy chicks, I'll probably start with those and then try to get to the mic cover if I can. I give myself I think it's like 3 to 5 days to finish and mail them out. But I'd like to do it as quickly as possible. Just get that out of the to-do list. And the sling bag, the St. Jude sling bag is packed up and ready to go out for Acer Dragon. And I am almost done sending out everything that's in the prize form. I do have to do 2 yellow birds. Both of the ones that were won, they asked for yellow. No, wait, you're right. 1 yellow, 1 green. Is that why you're asking me that? 1 yellow, 1 green. You're correct. 1 yellow, 1 green. A green one for KBJ and a yellow one for Empress Eliza. Thank you for reminding me. Ooh. Well, that's awesome that you get to spend time with your mom. Yeah, stay safe, and I hope that it's not too yucky. We love you.
No, God, please, no, no.
Oops, I did it backwards.
No.
I love you so, and I want you to know that I'll always be right here. And I love to sing 2 songs to you because you are so deep.
Guys, go check out Flaba's Etsy. Etsa's Flaby.
Actually, it's 12:30.
Actually, it's 3:30. Okay, Miro. You are always welcome to message me anytime. Hi Sushi Me, how are you? Welcome in. I did get to hang out for just a little while this morning with our friend Stolas Music. He has been streaming pretty regularly on Sundays. Please give him a follow. He is a really great friend of the channel. And I appreciate he has a nice perspective about a lot of this stuff that we sometimes talk about here and I've talked about in other places, just to do with like mindfulness and stuff like that. Hi, Cranston. Welcome in, friend. Okay. Hello. How are you? I hope you're having a good time zone. Y'all, there was some real nonsense up in here last night. I'm very appreciative. It was very hectic. And like, despite that, I still managed to like put the extra stuff on the back of this and cut out felt and put it on the face. So I'm going to call that a win. Plus got a little bit of progress made on the St. Jude blanket and also the blanket that I have been trying to make for my husband for forever. Hi, Uni. Welcome in. Hello. You fell asleep while watching last night's stream. And King Louie is here. Hi, Louie. So part of the nonsense and the shenanigans last night was some people being generous by purchasing stuff out of my Fourthwall, out of my shop there. And, of course, because of the way it worked. And I think I've figured out why they were able to give away things that there weren't enough stock of. It's because if they're not already claimed, for one thing, the person can turn around and do another giveaway, or someone else can do a giveaway for the same item if you have like variants that still are listed. So it's something to consider if you do have the feature available for people to give items away as gifts, that you might want to consider listing variants separately, as much as that's kind of a pain because it's more work to have multiple listings. Hi RC, hi Tank Fever, hi Mr. Rad Scorpion, welcome in everybody. Happy Sunday. I hope you're having a good Sunday if it is your day of like rest and you're just relaxing, or if you're trying to get some stuff done. I'm looking forward to our friend Karen being back on Sundays soon. This is usually a day that our friend Karen Day is My Name streams. So yeah, I'm going to try and get a couple of these birds cranked out. I don't know exactly what time Ramona's going to be home from her sleepover and birthday party, because like the sleepover was like last night, and then they were going to go do the party today. So she's still with her friend. There is a prediction. How many things can I get finished today? It'd be ironic if I finished one before the prediction window was even open. How much time is left on the prediction window? 17 minutes and 51 seconds. Highly unlikely that I will finish an entire item. Thanks for the follow. Welcome in. If you prefer to lurk, that's great. We're happy you're here. No pressure to chat. That's the pattern I'm using. If you want to ask any questions or you want to help us get to know you a little bit better, that's great as well. Thank you, Miro. I was posting the URL in the chat. As you were trying to ask me if that was the pattern URL. This is Hobie Toucan is the yarn that I'm using. Hi, Optimus Keel. How are you? Also, thank you everyone who came along on the raid last night. It was really awesome to be able to show some love to the flashback train that our friend Alley Cat was coordinating, is still coordinating. And we got to meet Java con Leche, who was doing some indie gaming. Playing some indie titles, was playing a demo when we got there and then started another one as I left to go to bed. Chase that tail. Dogs chase their tails for a variety of reasons. Curiosity, exercise, anxiety, predatory instinct, or they might have
Welcome
fleas.
to the Fart Zone.
Designed by Joe. Thank you for the raid. How's it going, readers? Welcome
to the Fart Zone. Welcome
to the Fart Zone.
Fart Zone.
How you doing? How was your stream?
Welcome to the Fart
Welcome
Zone.
in, everybody.
Welcome to the Fart Zone.
Joe, I hope
to
you
the
had a
Fart
great
Zone.
stream. Thanks so much
Welcome
for bringing
to the
everybody to
Fart
the Fart
Zone.
Zone.
Welcome to the Fart Zone. Welcome to the Fart Zone.
How was it?
Welcome
I hope
to
it was
the Fart
good.
Zone.
Get Fart Zone,
Welcome
raiders.
to the Fart Zone. Welcome to the Fart Zone.
Indeed. How's it going?
Chicken attack!
Thank you so much for bringing everybody over. I really appreciate that. I'm going to put your name on a sticky note, and you're our first raid of the day, Joe. So if you'd like to, you get to pick my pair eyewear if you have time to hang out and do that. Let us know how your stream was and what you were up to. You actually did a project start to finish for once. Well, la-ti-da. Look at me. My name's Designed by Joe, and I finished projects. I am going to make our raiders bell peppers today. I'm going to make our raiders bell peppers. Thank you, Joe. I hope I hope that was a really great lesson in how it is possible to be productive, chat. Did you know that while you're streaming? Thank you. So here's your sticky note with your name written on it. Thank you, Joe. I appreciate you. These ones don't like. They're really fun and they're really see, look, like the backing is weird. It's like It doesn't want to peel off. It's like it was too sticky. And so now when I pull them off, sometimes they tear. A ring band with some Roman numerals cut into it. Very cool. If you have somewhere that you share photos of your work that you'd like to share the link to, or any kind of socials or shop link or anything like that, if you have like a link tree or a link in bio type site where people can find all of your socials, shop, etc., please feel free, after you've asked for a permit, ask us for a permit first, Joe. We don't mind people sharing their links, particularly raiding parties, but website is probably the easiest. Okay, if you're ready, let us know by saying link ready in the chat, and that way a mod will give you a permit. You don't get bopped by the bot. I am wearing the Berry Jam hexagons, but I also have 8-bit hearts, party chicks. There you go, Joe. Cheetah spots, arcade maze, pumpkin pin dot, rainbow knit, pop art, buffalo plaid, lime green, coffee beans, skulls and roses, Grogu, the irises from the Van Gogh collection, cats and yarn, purple sparkle, mint sparkle, and Batgirl. Which ones would you like me to wear? And I'll keep them on for the rest of the stream. You were our first raid of the day. Thank you so much. There's Joe's website, designedbyjoe.ca. Wow. Dude. This is way cool. Look at all of this beautiful stuff. This is like, goodness gracious. Don't settle for a twist tie. Purple sparkle, you got it. Don't settle for a twist tie. Now that is some next level marketing. That's amazing. Bracelets, not just for common criminals. Goodness gracious. Earrings, bling for your head. Hi, Positively Arnie, how are you? This is awesome. I want to go to there. Ooh. Look at how pretty that is. Wow, Joe, that's beautiful. Just gorgeous. Look at these. I'm not an earrings wearer, but these are so pretty and they're unique. Like, you're not going to find this kind of thing just anywhere. Oh, that's beautiful. What is this? Here, let's make it look better. So gorgeous. Joe, these are amazing. Yes, that's a very old piece, actually. It's moss agate. Lovely. Ooh, I like that. That's really pretty. Oh my gosh, look at all these cool, like so many different styles. Just fantastic. And all of this is handmade, you guys. Please go check it out. Custom design. Oh, look at that. Request a quote. Is there something specific you've been looking for? Creating custom jewelry is the bulk of Joe's business and what he enjoys creating the most. Customers love that they are able to request a design that suits their style and purpose, often asked to create a personalized gift for anniversaries, birthdays, and holidays for someone special in their lives. Also provides custom engraving to further personalize your piece. There's a full listing of available inventory for loose stones and metal. How neat is that? Not sure what you're looking for? All you know is you like green? Get in touch and I can help guide you through the process of choosing the right stone setting and design made just for you. How cool is that? That's amazing. There's a whole about here. I'm like, who cares about me? We're talking about Joe right now. Hi. Bye. Hi. Bye. Hi. Bye. I'm such a dork. Joe, my name is Joe Jasinkas, and I've always been passionate about art and design. In my youth, I had a small jewelry business and made simple wirework jewelry and polymer clay figurines for classmates and friends. As I progressed through school and my art, I had an ever-increasing interest in sculptural design, web design, drawing, and painting. I attended college for graphic design and quickly realized it wasn't for me. The school I was attending was using dated techniques and was far too simplistic to hold my attention. From there, I progressed my career through my second obsession, technology. For the past 18 years, I have been working for a computer and electronics distributor. I'm currently a senior project manager in charge of a $100 million portfolio selling into major retailers like Best Buy and Staples. It is a fast-paced, stressful, and far too often thankless job. Over the years, I've become less and less interested in the cutthroat corporate life. Work has driven me to bouts of depression and anxiety. I have an overwhelming need to get back to my roots in art and design. In November 2017, I made the leap and started Design by Joe. Coming back to jewelry meant rebuilding skills and techniques I haven't used for over 2 decades. It also meant rewiring my brain back toward creative thinking. I've immersed myself in thousands of YouTube videos, hundreds of books, and a handful of in-person workshops to learn whatever I can to progress my craft. I started with simple wire-wrapped designs in copper and have since progressed to more traditional goldsmithing and argentium silver. Every day and every project is a new challenge and interesting learning experience. What I love about this art more than anything is creating a custom piece of jewelry for a client and seeing their eyes light up when they receive it. It has been an absolute joy and a breath of fresh air from my current career. This is what was missing from my life for far too long. I'm looking forward to continuing my journey down this new road. If all goes well, eventually, I'll make this my full-time career. Joe, oh, I love that you wrote like a real, like not just like a quick, This is important, actually. I don't think that it's at all inappropriate for you to share this kind of thing when you are trying to sell your art. In fact, I think it's really wise. And not only that, but, you should feel comfortable sharing it, right? This is the why. This is Joe's why. It's 25 years now. You probably should fix that. It's okay. Hi, Dub Demo. All right, let me scroll up. I'm definitely missing things in chat. Seriously, thank you for the raid, and I'm so happy that you're able to get back to this. I understand that feeling all too well. I set aside a career in the arts, and my thing was I just bummed around in restaurants for a long time, and it paid my bills, and it didn't require a lot of me. Yes, there are certainly things about restaurants that can be difficult, but it wasn't deeply challenging, like intellectually, or I didn't have like tons of responsibility. And, the possible idea prior to the pandemic for my husband and I was to own our own restaurant, but I wasn't passionate about that either. I would have done it to support my partner's passion, my spouse's passion. And I would have been able to help him quite well because I have a lot of experience. But it wasn't where my heart was at, that's for sure. And it really honestly wasn't where his was anymore either after a point, partly because he has some health stuff that prevents him from being able to enjoy most of what he would have to cook when he was cooking professionally. So he changed gears and he went to work in meat cutting. And during the pandemic, he was overwhelmed with work. He had nothing but overtime. And that enabled us to purchase a home, and then some other things transpired for us to have the funds to be able to open a small family-run business. And now I get to do this from home, and he runs our comic book trading card and TTRPG shop. It's like I can't fathom how we ended up here. And I really hope that the same thing happens for you. You deserve it. and you can make it happen. You can manifest it. There's steps that you do need to take. You need to plan. You need to have, sometimes though, all it can take is one thing changing in your life, and all of a sudden that door is open wide, and you have to be willing to step through it. So that's really rad. Thank you so much for bringing everybody over today. You recognize one of those stones, Mirror? Labradorite. You mainly do commissions and one-offs. That's so cool because then it doesn't get repetitive and boring, right? Hi, John Paul. Welcome in. I'm getting caught up on chat now. Hi, Puzzled. Lovely to see you, friend. How are you doing today, Puzzled? Dub Demo is here. Pandas, hi. You already made it loud and clear. If you ever get married, it better be designed by Joe or you're saying no. Is that your slogan? Yeah, that should be your slogan, Joe. Hello, Asher. Welcome in. You've acquired an F-16 jet model from your dad. That's very cool, Mr. Red Scorpion. It's 25 years. That's a long time. That's amazing. And it shows in your work. It's beautiful. You're so welcome, Joe. You got to get going, leave a lurk, and maybe able to catch you. No worries.
Your chaos and your love.
What do you mean? Wait, what is happening right now? I was getting caught up on chat. The dinos are here. Danielle, thank you. You sweet, sweet, sweet people. You are too much. Thank you. You lovely. It was so nice to be able to visit with you today, Danny. Danny is amazing. If you guys aren't following, please give Danny a follow. I heard Streamfest was great. Again, we've participated in Streamfest. I've been on Streamfest before. It was great. It was a lovely experience. I would gladly do it again. We'll have to figure out.
Hype.x.
Listen, I haven't even welcomed you properly. Didn't you get enough of this nonsense over in Danny's stream earlier today? Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Hi, everybody. Welcome in. We were just looking at Designed by Joe's website. It is a land boat and it's on fire. And Joe raided just a little while ago, and here you guys are with your Discord raid. So fantastic. I appreciate the heck out of you. Thank you so much. Again, if you're not following Designed by Joe, Danny readers, please follow Joe. We were just looking at Joe's jewelry. And Joe readers, if you're not following Danny, you need to do that. Fix it, please. Make sure you are all following both of those people. Thank you so much for supporting what we do here. I appreciate you. Very, very kind. Thanks for starting a hype train. I appreciate you. Mirror! Mirror! We are very fond of fart noises and rubber chickens in here. If Danny didn't warn you. I'm just a giant clown that happens to know how to crochet. And I'm making some items because they went bonkers in my Fourthwall last night. And I decided to let people pick the colors they wanted for their little baby chicks. I'm going to crochet for them. So we do mostly crochet. I also knit. We do cross stitch. But I have a theater degree and I love goofing off and having fun with people and doing, interactive stuff. And we do a lot of stuff for charity. So thank you, Danny. How was your Discord meetup? So you had a Discord meetup after your stream? It is such a delight to hang out with Danny. Look at all of you. Alf Cash, welcome in. Jetta Ninjin, welcome in. Hi, E-Love. How are you? Cutie Pie, welcome. Goodness, my goodness gracious. Dr. AZ2, hi. Yazili Click. These are the best names ever. Urukan. How dare you with your chaos and your love? I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm innocent. King of Mischief, thank you for the 100 bits. Thank you so much. Danny, thank you for the 300 bits. 500 altogether. Goodness gracious. No, they read it from Discord. Yeah, they read it from Discord. This is how they like to cause chaos. Urukan, thank you for the 100 bits. Thank you so much. 9.5 Streamfest 2. The Streamfestining. Yes. I would love to. We'll have to figure out a future Streamfest participation. It was great. 10 out of 10 would do again. 100%. I know our friend Clancy was on there this last time. Hi, Together Six. How are you? You watched Happiness for Beginners to start the year. What is that? 5 years following me? Goodness gracious, Elove. That is awesome. Thank you.
Another one.
Oh, Barry, thank you. Oh, Barry, I love you so much. Thank you for doing that for Danielle. Danielle does a lot of different things, not just music, is a multidisciplinary artist. Hi, Raven. Welcome in. Barry, thank you for gifting a tier 1 sub to Danny. What sticky note would you like? And then what else? What else should I tell you? This is too much love. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to respond to things like this sometimes. Time for you to get some food. Please go take good care of yourself, Joe. We did a sticky note for Designed by Joe. And I did put a bunch of new things in the sound alerts, including some Strong Bad stuff, because I think Strong Bad is hilarious if you know like vintage flash animation internet. And music is actually something that I'm thinking about adding to the stream. I just got to figure out how to do that. I played cello, violin, bassoon, and dabbled in piano. Trogdor! Any works? Okay. I'll just give you this one. It's ham. Yeah, Strong Bad. So there's some Strong Bad stuff in there. And there's some things that are free for subs in there, as well as in the stream stickers. Thank you guys so much all for coming over. And Fairy Wings is an awesome friend of mine for the longest time. Such a sweetheart and such an amazing pal. And has recently gotten back into makers and crafting. And thank you guys for the hype train. Thank you so much. I am a club founder of the Artists and Makers Club. So if you haven't heard about the Twitch creator clubs, allow me a moment to talk about them and what they do. Everyone who is in here, if you play music, there's also a music club. So if there are any friends of Danny's who are music streamers, or if you do art and making, please, if you stream these things and you haven't applied to the clubs, do it. It is an awesome program. We work directly with Twitch staff. There's a server where we can all network and interact with all the different clubs. And they approached me and asked me to tell them about my experience with Makers and Crafting. I've been streaming for 6 years. We're about to celebrate 2 years of partner and my birthday at the end of the month. On the 31st, we have front page promotion. I'll be talking about the clubs then too. Wait, what? What's burning? Oh yeah, burninating the people. Burninating the countryside. Sighs and strong sad. See, I knew this group would be able to connect with this rather well. I had a feeling. Checking the emails. Anyways, you got to go look up Strong Bad if you don't know what we're talking about. That's okay. We welcome you into the Homestar Runner fan club. But it was a really fun series of like animations and stuff from like I said, like kind of early days of like flash animations and stuff. It was really fun. I would get really excited when there would be like an update, something new on there. But at any rate, the Artists and Makers Club, they approached me and they said, just don't make me try to explain dryer steak to them right now. We're trying to talk about the creator clubs. So if you've ever thought to yourself, gosh, it sure would be cool if there was just like one big giant place where, people who do things like knitting, crochet, cross stitch, painting, digital or traditional art, pyrography, wood carving, jewelry making, like our friend Joe, other types of metal smithing, like our friend Reluctant Hermit, who makes like actual swords on stream, leather working, etc., beading, all of that. There is now an Artists and Makers Creator Club. They started out with DJs and IRL, And now it is expanded to VTubers, coding and co-working, artists and makers. And I don't know if the music club is up and running. I think it is. So there's 6 different clubs, and they want to help people not just like network with one another and connect communities, but also have access to some really great resources like seminars and how-tos, and help you improve your broadcasts and, you know, bring in new viewers and grow your communities in a meaningful way, in a stable way. And the Twitch staff that are in there in the server are phenomenal. So I highly encourage you to apply. And yes, you may apply to more than one club. The only requirements are that you are 18 and over, that you are monetized, so affiliate or partner, and that you have recent obvious broadcasts, like you are streaming in the categories that they're looking for you to stream in. And it doesn't have to be only thing you do. If you do makers and crafting like once a week, but it's regular, they'll totally bring you in under the fold. Please do it. It's been a great experience, and I'm flattered that they asked me to be a club founder. All right now. Danny! No, wait, he was just a dragon. Maybe you. I'm so glad that you all understand Homestar Runner. You loved the emails. Who didn't? No dishwasher salmon either. You complete chaos goblins. You should join the music club and the makers club. Yes. Yeah, you have to be 18 and over, monetized, and have recent, obvious, like either clips or highlights or VODs. Most of us have VODs up. You really want to get more involved in the clubs. Yes. Please, make use of that server. Talk with people in there. Find people to collaborate with. And you finally got into the Women's Guild. Yes, I'm also a Twitch Women's Guild member. Let's go. Actually, I was in there today in a charity seminar. And even though I've been doing charity since we started here like 6 years ago, there was some really awesome, valuable stuff. Savannah Lowe and Snuggy Bun. Savannah is a member of the Twitch Women's Guild and is a like an advisor. I can't remember the exact title, but give Savannah a follow. Really awesome creator and also a musician. And Snuggy Bun. And they talked about, a bunch of different things about how to like reach out to organizations and, some kind of best practices stuff, / like, how to get started if you've not done it, but also things that, like I said, even though I've been doing this for a while, were very valuable. So these types of groups can really help you. And if you're not interested in everything they're doing, that's okay. Women's Guild is a big goal. Maybe one day. The guilds are awesome. Yes, there are 4 guilds, which is separate program from creator clubs, but they function in much the same way in terms of offering people opportunities. The guilds are on the basis of marginalized identities that have traditionally been underrepresented. And so far, they have the Women's Guild, the Latin Guild, the Black Guild, and the Pride Guild. And yes, also with the guilds, you may apply to more than one. Previously, they were only admitting people from North America, or if they were ambassadors and things like that. But now they're expanding. I know, for example, I think the Black Guild has expanded now to start accepting people from the UK. So they do want to make it international. But if any of you have applied for the guilds and not been accepted, that is not them sending a message to you. Let me say this loud and clear. That is not them sending a message to you that you do not belong in there. It is that they are actually being very responsible, and they are taking people in slowly so that they can actually serve everyone. And it doesn't just quickly get completely out of control, and there's no way they can effectively help everybody. So patience while they expand the program. We have 2 amazing guild leaders in the Women's Guild, Meadow and Ash Said Hi. They're our second set of guild leaders. They do not make the decisions about who gets into the guild. Twitch makes the decision. And if you're applying to the guilds, you need to have the streamer survey filled out. It is a requirement. It took over a year, and to be fair to them, you had a name/account change in there as well. Right. And it's just like a lot of opportunities. You apply once, maybe you don't get in the first time. When you apply again, A lot of times people are going to see that you are persistent and that you truly desire to be part of it. And they're going, you know what? Yeah, let's give this person a chance. They probably had to make a difficult decision the previous time and would have loved to have welcomed you. So don't take it to heart. Just keep doing what you're doing and keep trying to improve and be good to yourself, be kind to yourself, because if the organization is being picky on the basis of things that aren't really important, do you want to be part of it? I know it's hard. Rejection is always very hard. Maybe it's not a good fit for you either if they're not choosing you. That's how I try to look at it when I don't get something. I go, well, this is just not the time for that, or maybe it's never going to be the time. And if it is the right thing, it will happen eventually, So being kind to yourself and not telling yourself you did anything wrong. Maybe it's just not the time yet for you, or maybe it wasn't right to begin with. You can trust me, rejection is very, very hard. It is, but it is something, particularly if you work in certain industries, or even if it's just a hobby, that you do have to find a way to process so that it doesn't stop you in your tracks, because that's not fair to you or anyone else that would benefit from your lovely energy being put out into the world. So, trying to think of it that way and not letting yourself get too bogged down in those thoughts. They're normal. They're natural. It's not anything to be ashamed of. I did theater for a long time, so I learned rejection quickly. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. And Danny and the dinosaurs, you guys are amazing. I really love and appreciate what you do. Again, if you want like a fun, wholesome place where people are all about encouraging each other's creativity, that is like absolutely a fantastic spot for it. And I highly encourage you to hang out when Danny's live, but also it is truly much like Art and Jest. There's just such a genuine and lovely outpouring of support of each other. Like, again, I feel like creatives on this platform have a tendency to be like that. I'm doing great. I hope you're doing well. Thanks for your first time chat. Sky's the limit. What are we up to today? Are you crocheting? Before I start working on the project, it is? It was turned off last time I checked. I don't know why that happened. Let's make sure that it doesn't. Okay, thank you. We have a redeem that opens if we complete a level 5 hype train, which now will have a cooldown because no hype train for the next however long you guys did one. Thank you so much for that. I turned it off, so now you can unpause it. Thank you. Thank you for drawing that to my attention. I thought it was turned off. I'll have to double check that again every stream. You're doing well. You had your first stream earlier this morning, and you do also crochet. Hi, Robot Wizard.
122 just powered up with 100 bits. Thanks for the gigantify emote. Smile.
Thank you, Robot Wizard.
I need a crocheter. I'm holding out for a crocheter till the end of the stream. They've got to be strong, and they've got to be fast, and they've got to be fresh from the hooks. I need a crocheter. Oh, hey there, Nine. Sorry, was just singing a little ditty.
Robot Wizard, you're not allowed to completely derail me because I can't do anything but shake with uncontrollable laughter every time somebody does the Gilbert Gottfried one. This is not fair. You have an unfair advantage. Crocheter. Yes, exactly. Isn't that hilarious? Robot Wizard.
Wizard 122 just powered up
Thank
with
you.
100 bits. Thanks for the gigantify emote.
And thank you for the other gigantified emote. Thank you so much, Robot Wizard. How you doing today, friend? Let me scroll up. Well, congratulations, Sky's the Limit. That's awesome. That is exciting. I'm scrolling down. Let's see here. And yes, we are trying to get some stuff done. You're trying to finish a double crochet chevron blanket. It is. I mean, it really is. AITTS is an art. And it takes a steady and a practiced hand to guide the robots and find that lovely balance between the uncanny. Goodness. What I love about that one in particular, I've pointed this out before, is like it's literally like you're listening to him up on a stage. They really got like the sound of like a comedy club microphone just like perfectly. You survived your scuba dive trip. Ooh, how fun. Dragon snare, dragon snare. Let's all welcome dragon snare. That's awesome. I'm glad you had a good time. Taking a break from chores. Feeds hamster a giant sunflower seed. TTS is really an art, and it's been incredible watching people learn to use it so well. Runs on his wheel in excitement. This is a no-sew chick from Stitch by Faye. I actually need to look at the pattern. I'm pretty sure I'm doing it right. And it was purchased out of my Fourthwall last night. Unbeknownst to me.
Pretty impressive, huh? I bet you're pretty impressed.
Thank you, Robot. Oh man. Dragon Tales memories unlocked. Yes. Well, you can thank Dragon Snare for that. My kids loved Dragon Tales. Oh my goodness. I'm so glad someone found that already. I mean, I did point out that they were there. But that somebody thought it was worth playing. Lurk while your phone charges.
I am the very strongest. You guys are not very strong.
Goodness gracious. You came in for the chaos and didn't even realize I was working on something. It's fine. Am I forgetting anything? I mean, the answer is almost always yes. This is a really sweet little pattern, by the way. And Stitch by Faye's stuff is all fantastic. And if you prefer like little small quick wins and you like no-sew things, this is her patterns are an amazing choice. Yes, I am just supposed to crochet plain. I thought I remembered correctly. So they're really great for market makes if that's something that you do. Or for quick gifts, if you're the type that just only ever crochets to give things away and has a hard time keeping them. This is an awesome item to be able to do, you know, if you're an experienced crocheter, you should be able, especially if you don't have the distractions of a Twitch chat, to make them about 30 minutes to make one of these. Sky, you should, once you are in a position to do so, you should apply to the Artists and Makers Club. We are actively trying to recruit for our Artists and Makers Club. You need to be monetized and 18 and over, and you need to have obvious evidence of streaming in the platform or in the category, excuse me. And so that can mean a lot of different categories for artists and makers. It can mean art, and all that stuff. And that would be a really great place for networking with other people and having, you know, a...
How do camels blend in so well to the desert? Camouflage.
Noodly, you just have to be 18 and over. You just have to be 18 and over, monetized on the platform, and have recent evidence of having streamed in a creative, like an art and making category. And the link is right there, link.twitch.tv/creator clubs. It is right there in chat. So definitely check it out, everybody. If you are any of the clubs, there's 6 different clubs. There's 6 of them. And I'm a club founder for the Artists and Makers Club, which has been awesome. They organized a holiday read train that was extremely successful. 6 single crochet that at first I wasn't going to be able to participate in due to a bunch of other prior commitments. But then we had a friend, they're now a friend of the channel. Front loop only slip stitch chain 2. Oh, these are the wings.
Did you hear about the cheese factory that exploded? There was debris everywhere.
Yes, very good. Look at, there's a little wing. I'm terrible because I love telling dad jokes too, so I really have no room to be making these faces. But there is also, if you're brand new to streaming, I would also highly encourage that you read the information in this. Very important to make sure that you're understanding kind of, some basic things about the platform. And that way, everybody is helping each other. They are, connecting with one another and they're supporting each other, but you're also making sure that you are, basically it's like about good digital citizenship, and making sure that we're, treating each other with kindness and respect, and understanding that everyone has different rules in their channels and stuff like that. What's up, Retzel? How you doing? That's the face of sincere appreciation when it comes to a pun. I mean, I'm a mom of 3. I'm whatever you're supposed to be when you're born at the tail end of the 70s now. That's how I know I'm Gen X, because I don't care. Yeah. Millennial, Zennial, Gen X, whatever. It's all I think I don't know. We've talked about this so many times. I think the generation that I am supposedly part of, which people will sometimes call Zennial, not Zillennial. That's the millennials going into Gen Z, which if you ask me should then be called maybe like Lennials, Gen Zeals. I don't know. Yeah, exactly. And it changes every 5 seconds. So I'm a human, and I happen to have been born in a particular time, day, and year, and it's fine. And I often find myself relating just fine to people half my age, and then sometimes can't relate at all to someone almost exactly the same age as me. So I think that you need to take it all with a grain of salt for sure. But you're a 90s kid, right? But yes, there's a ton of ways that you can connect with people here on the platform, and I'm all for people examining and figuring out which ones are best for them, whether that's a team of streamers, whether it's the guilds or the creator clubs or what have you. Now I need to do, wait, what? I did it wrong. She uses staggered increases. Mm-hmm. Yep. She uses staggered increases. And I misread it. And I didn't do the last round of increases. Welp. And it's chenille yarn. So, of course, it's going to be like, or velour or whatever you want to call it. So, it's going to be all, no. Don't you do it. Ugh. Okay, I think. Oh, I might have gone back a little too far. It's okay. It's all right. It happens. There's 18. And so I'm supposed to do a net. This is where I just started working up single crocheting around. And this is, it's because I saw one single crochet increase. And this is a method used to try and keep things nice and very round in shape. And I should have remembered that Faye uses staggered increases in a lot of her patterns, especially if there's a sphere shape. But it's all good. It's not that much work that I had to undo, because I was like, wait, how come I don't have enough stitches? And it's because I didn't do enough increases. So you're basically spreading the increases out across 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I needed 24 and I only had 18. So I was like, how come I don't have 6 more stitches to work single crochets into? Oh, I probably didn't increase properly. It is what it is. Hi, Elith. How are you? All right. So we just had ads. So we should not have any ad interruptions for the next hour, which is nice. We do a 3-minute block of ads once an hour to turn off pre-rolls for anyone joining us, any raiders coming in for the following hour. So we got 2 of these that got ordered and gifted to chat last night. And then, of course, the universe said, you know what? Let's send you an Etsy order for a microphone cover too. I'm not complaining. It's just hilarious how I don't get an Etsy order for a microphone cover for I don't even know when the last one was. So this one is for Kosher Bacon Jam. Shout out to our friend Kosher Bacon Jam, who does stream and also is a mod for a bunch of folks on the platform. We love our mods. ! Mod love in the chat. The last one was last year. Miro. Yeah, honey. Yes. Did you get all your stuff done? Okay. So I am a full-time content creator and crafter. That's what I do for a living. Why is my eye watering? And I have 3 kids. 2 of them are home with me. Right now. The 3rd is at a birthday party. She's an elementary school aged kid. She was at a sleepover, and then they were going to like a bouncy house thing today. So she's going to be real good and tired probably, which is great. And I bet she's probably having an absolute blast with her friends. I'm just happy for her little friend that we didn't have an ice storm this year on her birthday. You miss hearing trombone. I know they do need to do their practicing today. That's a good reminder. Thank you. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Round 6. Is that correct? Yes. And then 6 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm not revealing anyone's paid pattern secrets right now. Front loop only is slip stitch. This is a free pattern. 1, 2, half double crochet in the same in the second chain from the hook. Oh, see, I did that part wrong too. Half double crochet there, and then you slip stitch in the same, and then 1, and that makes it stick out a little better. Yep. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then you do the same thing again for the other wing. You slip stitch, chain 2, half double crochet in the second chain from the hook, slip stitch, and then you should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more stitches left in the row. And then you keep going. Round 8, you will single crochet into the leftover back loop from round 7 underneath each wing. Which can be a little tough to find sometimes when you're working with this floofy velour yarn, which is lovely. It's delicious. It is absolutely... Some people don't like the texture of this. What? But I mean, hey, to each their own. I'm just saying I love working with this yarn. It's just that it's sometimes a little difficult to see stitches and stuff with it. And it can have a tendency to shed. Mirror, if ever you want to give velour yarn another try, this is Hobie's Toucan, and it is so much denser and better quality than the other stuff. You just think it's hard to work with. This has, I don't know how to explain it. It just has like heft to it that the other yarn doesn't. And when it's on sale, it's comparably priced, but usually it's more expensive than the other stuff. Not all polyesters are made the same, and some are more fussy than others for sure. This just feels like they're also packing more fiber into each, because, you know, these yarns are made by attaching, little threads or strands to like a central, almost like a spine. This just feels like there's more of it and that it's more securely attached. I wish that I could explain it. It just, even from touching it, I can tell it's better quality, you know? Like, it barely shed. Look at my desk. I frogged and it barely shed at all. And that's not the usual situation. Yeah, Honey Bunny and Baby Snuggle contend, and they're from the same company, but this is like definitely a step up from those. Hi Simply Jessie, welcome in. Candy Cane's spine for Halloween, just to think. Wait, what? What? Ruthless Ghost. Walmart brought out their own mainstays version of Bernat Blanket. It's so nice for anyone wanting affordable 6 weights. I have used that and it's pretty comparable. It's pretty comparable. Insert safety eyes between rounds 5 and 6, approximately 5 stitches apart and 2 stitches away from the wings on either side. Okay, so I'm going to stop here for a second. Well, I'm gonna have to find the backs to these safety eyes. This is the problem. Look at how many googly eyes I have. And then I have all of these safety eyes. And then there's like 3, and then all of these eyes and noses. Like some leftover of another box of safety eyes that I haven't managed to finish using. These are really kind of huge. Sparkly ones that have like glitter washers. Here's just a stray giant googly eye. Here's another package. Bag of googly eyes must have just opened up. What did I say last night about finding the money confetti everywhere? I just found one in that drawer. Hi, please.
Coco, señorita. Te tocaré la canción. La canción de mi gente. Va así.
Well, that's the first time we've squeezed a rubber chicken today, Chad. That means it's time for Club First. We picked a rubber chicken squeeze as our Club First trigger. So basically what this is it's an initiative that St. Jude is doing with people that support the organization, which we do multiple times per year. And it is an excuse for you to talk about what they do and to invite people to support them if they'd like to. We do have a campaign. The link for it just popped into chat. And here. The St. Jude bot is in the channel and can give you some fun facts if you want to do ! SJ fact, or there's a bunch of other commands that are available, but the $50 donation equivalency is one of my favorites. It is it can provide art supplies for kids at St. Jude. They have a wonderful program where they are encouraged to express themselves through a variety of art activities, and they often use their art that they make while they're in the hospital, like the art that goes on a bunch of the stuff that we receive from them, our St. Jude swag. So this is a tumbler that has this art by St. Jude patient Ty. So then you can also like scan the QR code and like find out more about what they do with their art program. Scan to read his story. And this says, When he lost his right eye to cancer, Ty drew and baked for comfort, but also to help St. Jude. Ty's creativity has raised thousands and helped him connect with others to support St. Jude. Ty's eyes always drew attention. They are bright blue, a clear April morning blue, a just bloomed hydrangea blue. But when he was 2, celebrating his older sister's birthday at a bowling alley, running in circles under disco laser lights and posing for family photos, Ty's eyes drew his aunt's attention for another reason. Under the pulsating lights, she saw his right eye held a flat whiteness in the center of that radiant blue iris. A discordant dim in the sparkle. Later, as they looked through photos of the family celebration, Ty's right eye was white, haunting every image of him. His parents, David and Sandy, took him to an eye doctor. It could be a cataract, the doctor said, but then Sandy saw his face and tone change with the next words, or a tumor. At the doctor's urging, they took Ty in for scans, which confirmed he had retinoblastoma, a rare eye cancer diagnosed in fewer than 300 children in America in a year. Even after the CT scan and the official diagnosis, Sandy said, "I don't know why, but I didn't make the connection it was cancer. I didn't know how serious it was. I had never heard of retinoblastoma." 2 days later, after a referral to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, they learned exactly what was at stake. Ty's condition was advanced. His tumor had filled his eye socket and had spread into the tissues surrounding the eye. He would lose his right eye. Sandy looked at her son's face and into those pools of blue. How could something so beautiful, so enchanting, be bad? So bad that it needed to be removed. That was really hard, she said. Ty never complained. He just pushed through it, so strong. Stronger than we were. Ty's surgery was successful, and doctors said he'd need 5 rounds of chemotherapy to ensure the cancer was all gone. On his visits, he whimpered at the blood pressure cuff tightening and the painful tug of the chemotherapy port. Through it all, the inpatient visits and checkups and chemo, Ty turned to art for comfort. If there was pain, nausea, pressure, it didn't faze him as long as he had a canvas and paint nearby. He was so passionate about it, even at 2 and 3 years old, that the staff at St. Jude made sure to have art supplies ready for him to use after procedures that required him to be placed under anesthesia. He'd wake up from these evaluations and paint, David said. By the time Ty emerged from his treatment at St. Jude cancer-free in 2009, he'd become a local celebrity. He led his small town's annual St. Jude Triathlon every year for 7 years to raise money for St. Jude. He was the Grand Marshal leading a motley crew of kids along a route around a nearby school campus. He began to bake when he was just 7 years old, using his drawing talent to elaborately frost sugar cookies, snow globes, and Christmas trees for the holidays, multicolored hearts for Valentine's Day, daisies and butterflies for birthdays. By the time he was 9, he had begun baking 3-tiered satiny white wedding cakes. Holy cow, I can't do that. He was featured on the local TV news and radio stations. The orders poured in. Along the way, he'd held enough St. Jude triathlons and holiday toy drives and sold enough cakes and cookies to raise more than $3,000 for St. Jude. Baking and art had been just for comfort, but now they held purpose too. Word spread of the soft-spoken boy with the uncommon culinary talent. Celebrity chef Bobby Flay wrote to him, encouraging his budding talent, and a fancy restaurant in New Orleans invited him to be executive chef for a day. Almost a decade after his treatment, Ty began to feel the latent effects from chemotherapy, a dull ache and weariness that groaned across the deepest recesses of his body. Standing at the counter for hours, stirring and frosting wore him out. The baking orders were hard to manage along with the fatigue. Ty reluctantly stopped baking. He grew restless without an outlet for that artistic mind swirling with design and creativity. Resting in bed when he was too tired to do anything else, his fingers, loosely gripping pencil and brush, sketched across paper and canvas. He drew absent-mindedly at first, but then with reawakened purpose and fervor, he began to sketch and paint again, just as he had in his first months at St. Jude. He joined a Facebook Live art class taught by a former St. Jude patient every week. It is a bilingual class that he attends with Spanish-speaking families. He listened to his teacher alternate between Spanish and English. His favorite word to say is azul, blue. On a recent Thursday, he learned to draw characters from a giant Chinese zodiac booklet. He played with shape and color and texture, and recently started experimenting with coffee as a medium. This kid is so cool. He uses instant coffee, steeping the grounds in varying depths of water to coax out their myriad browns. Art has slowly revived him, helped him forget the pain. He's painted dozens of pieces and puts them up for sale. Ty plans to donate the earnings from sales to St. Jude on his 14th birthday this month. His art teacher tells him, when you have positive energy, when you put that energy out there, it makes an instant connection with people, traveling faster than light. Ty listens to her and thinks about himself, about energy and light, and about the art that he creates to make a connection with the legion of survivors and donors who support the life-saving mission of St. Jude. Thank you for helping me help Ty and other kids like him. You guys are so amazing. I made it through reading that whole thing. It was really hard. Because you guys know my story. And I was stuck in the hospital for a month as a 4-year-old child after this happened, and I ended up with a life-threatening infection. So it wasn't cancer, but I spent some time in the hospital. And the nurse who taught me to make tissue paper flowers to help keep me busy, keep my mind off of things, and could see that I just needed an outlet. So this stuff is super important. It's important that you understand how what we do for them has real and lasting impact. That child having access to those things, it has helped him to help other people by donating. And this is his art, you guys. I knew it was St. Jude patient Ty, but I'd never read that story. That's the first time I've ever read his story. And I'm so glad that I did, because it makes this all the more meaningful. And the apron they sent me. Thanks for letting me, have a space where I can have a moment. Okay. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Oh man. Speaking of people who do a lot for charity, it's the only thing is I wasn't planning on ending anytime soon, Mira, but we could just go ahead and one second. I responded to you. I have so much work to do. In the best way possible. And that's not me going, please feel sorry for me in any way. I'm very fortunate to have so much support. It's pretty awesome. Okay, so we've had a target in mind to do the rest of our donating from last month's stream revenue. We do 5% of channel revenue and Fourthwall profit monthly to another charity streamer. And this person has been kind of difficult to snag. while live. And sometimes we'll raid to them and do it. But the first time we did it, we just pulled them up on our screen and we donated to them. So don't ruin it. Here's what I would like to request. Okay. I realize maybe we do need to set a little bit of ground rules with this. I would love it if any of you would feel like contributing as well. Don't ruin the surprise. Let me get over there, get into Tiltify. And I need to figure out what the remainder actually was, the exact amount. I think I posted it. We did an even 100 to our friend Hooking Hijinks, who's on our Team Quirky Cluckers, right? We need to come up with a name for this. Thank you for the hugs and for listening to me read that. It really is important to me to share those stories with you. Yes, the balance is $78.51. Okay, 1 second. And if you're here with the Danny, if you're still here from Danny coming over from Discord, you probably know, I know that you know this person. And we were looking for someone who had a Tiltify campaign for Starlight. Yeah, I mean, it's just, hey, look, you know, I think it's important to also present information and to talk about the organizations that you're working with and for, you know, dispassionately as well, and to make sure people understand, you know, that you've done your homework, and y'all should do your homework before you donate, even if you know, are like, oh, this streamer certainly wouldn't, you know, ask us to donate to a charity that is bad in any way. But there's a lot of factors, and like, it is important for you to do your research. So I would never discourage anyone from looking into, like, you know, what does the organization do exactly, like with funds and things like that. Very important. Okay, so I'm gonna pull this open. I'm gonna get it ready to press the button, and then I'll tell you where we're going, and you guys can join me over there for a second. Do you know if are we? No. Dang it. It says I know.
It matters. Okay, there's no replacing you. Somebody left
anyway, no. She just raided.
Because I know there are a few in
Crud.
here. I just can't remember.
She just raided.
For.
Pix_Stitch just powered up with 100 bits. Thanks for the Gigantify emote. Smile.
We'll make it happen. Oh boy, I tell ya. Okay. Hi Pix. Yes, this is Pix's fault today. Thank you, friend. And then I got an Etsy order this morning. I was like, of course. Haven't had a microphone cover order in weeks. Maybe even like more than a month or two. So we got some stuff we gotta get done. I love you, Pix. Thank you for the. She was like, I'm out of here. I hadn't typed yet in chat. She didn't rate out because I was there. I don't think anyway. No. Listen here. Like, not even an order this year.
Chicken attack.
Welcome to the fart zone.
Oh, hello, sock hopping readers. You guys have to listen.
Welcome to the fart zone.
You have to understand. You came in here unprepared. Thank you, Danny Blue Jeans. Friendly friend, welcome to the fart zone. Sock Cop.
Chicken attack.
Do you guys know Sock Cop? You've got to go over there. You have to go over there and follow. It is so much fun. I don't want to ruin anything about it for you. I refuse. Friendly friend, I'm so glad you liked it. I'm so glad you liked it. I refuse to tell you anything about it. Okay? You need to just go there and experience it. Yes, my dear. Would you guys excuse me for just one moment? I'll be right back. Thank you.
I am 9.5 and I'm called that because I'm that close to perfect. I'm tying knots without looking. What? That's what everyone thinks. It's actually because I'm missing half a digit. Kicking in overdrive, 9.5. Can you feel the temperature rising? 6 high fever's burning. She's got the moves, she's got the drive. When the chicken attacks, will you survive? 9.5. Trying to stay alive. It's 9.5. 9.5. Kicking in overdrive. 9.5. 9.5. Trying to stay alive. It's 9.5.
Yeah, hon. I mean, you can cook steak in a dryer, but do you want to? Is the question. And when the fat renders off of the steak, does it create a fire hazard? I'm sorry, I'm a mother. I can't help but think about these things immediately. Oh no. Thank you for sticking with me when I have to take a quick break. How was your stream? How was the rest of your stream? I was actually hanging out for a minute in there, and it really is. It's, again, okay. So this is a great place for our community to go to, particularly because I feel like what you do is, again, it's welcoming to everyone. It's not aimed at kids, but it's like not a channel I would feel self-conscious about having on with my kids in the room. Friendly friend. We definitely are very friendly with that person. We love Brenda so much. We love Brenda so much that we actually made a special version of that raid alert called Welcome to the Art Zone. And she is incredible and one of a true inspiration. We absolutely adore the Jesters. Yes, it's not aimed at kids necessarily. It's, as our friends the Sharps like to say, Muppet PG or a human. It's a human show. It's not a kid's show. It's a human show. We would love to have some links from you if you have places where you post like to other socials and stuff. And welcome in, Suck Cup Raiders. It's been so fun to pop into your channel from time to time. Very creative. And what I love about it is you're providing the example of like giving people permission to just do something like fun and funny and wholesome and maybe a little bit bizarre, a little bit offbeat, but like still, again, like PG-13-ish, PG-ish. And yeah, we'll get you a permit so you don't get bopped by the bot. Thank you for the follows, everybody. We have a raid video for you because, if the fart zone was not enough of an indication of what it's like around here. I mean, like, really, I am. I'm just like a giant clown that happens to crochet on stream. Please watch this before. Nope, listen, you need to slow down there, friendly friend. All of you. I mean, you can unfollow, but there are no refunds and no exchanges for Twitch follows. No exceptions. I'm very sorry. I tried to talk to them. They won't listen. They're not willing to budge. I'm so sorry. So the rest of you that have not followed yet, before you make that mistake, please watch this video lovingly put together by our friend Forrest Cabin Reads, who is also a fantastic streamer. And the link for her channel will be in the chat in just a second. It is very important. And yes, there will be a test, but no, I have no idea when. I'm freaking out right now. I'm fangirling. You have no clothes on. No. Get supported, nerd. No flipping way. You didn't do it. Thank you for the dollar bills for the kiddos. Thank you so much, everybody. We talked about this. I mean, you can cook steak in a dryer, but do you want to? And when the fat renders off of the steak, does it create a fire hazard? I'm sorry, I'm a mother. I can't help but think about these things immediately. So this is a game to you guys, huh? What? You're doing so hard! There's people out here with reputations at stake. That's a little taste of what we do around here. There's a lot of charity stuff. You guys probably saw a lot of gold bars for charity in a lot of the clips. We work closely with St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, who we were just talking about. We also do a lot of fundraising for Starlight Children's Foundation, also for Stand Up to Cancer. Thank you so much for that follow. See, now you've seen the video. You can't say I didn't warn you. I would like to talk about this book. Sock Cop. Yes, indeedios. I went to your site. I would like to talk about this book. For a second. Just for a second. This is brilliant. A physical copy of the book, Jeff in Wonderland, available on the Ko-fi. Okay, available on the Ko-fi. Jeff in Wonderland. An adventure similar to Alice's, except her name is Jeff, and so is everyone else's. I'm sure that doesn't get confusing at all. You can get your copy for $15 or more over at the Ko-fi. This is, this looks like Gengar back here. But I think it's the Cheshire Cat. I think maybe I'm just seeing Gengar everywhere now. What is happening? It's amazing. Please check out all the links. There's Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube over there in the website. This is fabulous. I am all about this. It's amazing. Does it generally follow? Hi, Karen Susie. Does it generally follow the like plot line? It's supposed to be the Cheshire Cat, but you see, I'm like a Canva person, so I feel that so hard. Like I'm all for that. Like use the tools that you have, and also like it might be a fun challenge to do like a whole children's book in MS Paint. I'm very much here for this. Thank you so much for the raid. I really appreciate it. We have an ad break coming up, and I'm gonna need to step away because I'm kind of trying to figure out what's going on with my kiddo. Another parent is dropping her off, and we haven't heard exactly like when that's supposed to happen, and that can be anxiety inducing for some members of our family. It's very similar to the actual book, whatever it's called. I love what you do, Sock Cop. I'm very I was in there one day and you had people calling in, and that was quite fun. And it gave me kind of like, like also weren't we talking about Strong Bad in there as well? And Danny rated us earlier, Danielle Allard. And we were also talking about Strong Bad and Homestar Runner, and just, I don't know. I feel like a lot of people have pointed this out. The early days of the internet where people were doing like flash animations and stuff, think like End of Z World and all of this, there was more freedom, I feel like, in a way, to just kind of put something out there that was homemade, and people like still managed to find their audience despite there not being an algorithm. Like I wish we could get back to that a little bit more. I feel like that's kind of what you're doing. And I appreciate it as, someone who grew up with like the stuff that you had, the really weird, like alternative stuff is like cable access, like it's like cable access, like all that kind of thing. And, zines, like handmade zines. And I think we could still have that, but we do have to kind of go out of our way to like mention it to other people because that was all word of mouth. So thank you. I really appreciate you bringing everybody over. What is your typical schedule so people know when to come and find you and watch? Do you have a set schedule? Everybody, please make sure you give our new friend Sock Cop a follow. And just maybe inspiring other people to feel like permission to just do what they feel like is fun and funny and interesting, and not worry about whether or not, someone else is going to think it looks cool or any of that, because it is actually very fun and very cool. And I don't know, I've enjoyed myself already in there. It's delightful. Tuesdays and Wednesdays at 7 Central. And you're trying to make Sundays a thing too. Very good. That's 5 my time, which is a little tough because it's like right in the dinner hour with my kids. But I feel like that's when I found you. And those are awesome streams for me to have in my rotation, because I can watch and enjoy what you're doing in my kitchen while I'm cooking or hanging out with my kids when they get home from school. And I definitely don't have to worry about, it being maybe a bit much for like my 8-year-old. I have a 15-year-old and a 13-year-old. They can handle some more mature stuff, and like the language isn't that big of a deal at that age. I feel like at that age they should be able to understand like those are words you're not allowed to use at school. But like 8-year-old, she's funny. She'll call me out if she accidentally hears a cuss word in someone's stream. Mommy. I'm like, yes, I know. And I know that's not a word we're supposed to use. Good for you, honey. But yeah, she is a regular. She appears regularly on the stream, and we try to do the same thing here and try to keep it PG-13 for folks. So we're making a chick. I crochet, I knit, I cross stitch sometimes. I need to get back into that more often. We've done diamond art. I am a founder of the Makers and Artists Club here on the platform. If you stream makers art, anything in those creative categories and you haven't applied yet, all you need to do is be 18 and over, monetized on the platform, and have recent VODs, clips, highlights, what have you, that show that you stream in the categories. Don't use those words at school, but Mom, that's where I learned it. Yeah, well, we've explained. You have a 5-year-old. Exactly. You know, it does make things a little easier. It's like if your kid happens to wander in while you are streaming, or if they see something that's, from your channel, you don't have to be like, oh, don't look at that. But I did it more because during the pandemic, I felt like we had very little, I had a lot of, it was nice to be able to provide that to others, something that I look for myself. I go and hang out in lots of 18 and over channels too, but being able to find, people. Our friend Brix O'Brien is family friendly. We have Becca_MTBC. It's hard because I've thought about creating a Twitch team, that kind of is that sort of, maturity rating, like up to and including PG-13. But I feel like there's a lot of people too that kind of go back and forth sometimes. I don't really do. We've been bandying the idea of a second channel where I'm allowed to like play mature rated games and things like that. But I'm still on the fence about that. And we do have ads coming, so I'm going to step away for that. But I really, really, really appreciate you. And thank you for all these follows because we're getting really close to 10,000 followers. So you helped us get even closer to that today. Not that it's about the numbers for me, but I do think it's fun to celebrate those sort of milestones, just as an excuse to have a party and show appreciation. Because it does mean that people talk about us in a way that's positive and they give good recommendations of our channel and things like that. How you doing, Ramen Bucket? But yes, as a theater kid, I definitely give you a 2 thumbs up for what you're doing over there. Same here. Any excuse to say hooray and thanks. For sure. I loved your pronunciation of, I don't remember what the message was that I said in your chat, but it was like, je t'aime le. It was, your French is pretty good actually. Mine is not so great, but I haven't studied it extensively. But yes, everyone in there is very welcoming too. So highly recommend, highly, highly recommend. And I love finding new things like that. I think you were like an algo recommendation. So ironically, after all of that about like wishing that the algorithm didn't have such a chokehold on, what we discover, I think you were a suggested stream. I can't remember. It might have even been like somebody, people who watch this channel also watch. That I can kind of get behind those recommendations. They're not always necessarily, spot on. But that's a better way, I think, to recommend. Than like giving me an XQC, what's his name? XQC? Like an XQC clip right after one of me like squeezing rubber chickens and dancing around, with a rubber chicken mask on. Broken clock, etc., etc. Yes. I mean, all right, ads. I'll be right back. Thank you so much to everybody who is sticking around from these reads. It's so kind. I'll be back in a moment. Thank you.
I am 9.5 and I'm called that because I'm that close to perfect. I'm tying knots without looking. What? That's what everyone thinks. It's actually because I'm missing half a digit. 9.5, kicking in overdrive. 9.5. Can you feel the temperature rising? 6 high fevers burning. She's got the moves, she's got the drive. When the chicken attacks, will you survive? It's 9.5. Turn is still alive. It's 9.5. 9.5. Yeah, hon. I mean, you can cook steak in a dryer, but do you want to? Is the question. And when the fat renders off of the steak, does it create a fire hazard? I'm sorry, I'm a mother. I can't help but think about these things immediately. Oh no. Escalated quickly. And so I cry sometimes when I'm lying in bed.
Welcome to the Procrastination Station, helping you not get your ish done. Since 1979.
Sour cream. I was thinking about using apple cider vinegar. I'm not going to put sugar in it because the hubs can't have it. Okay. 1 yellow cucumber.
I'm a nasty woman. I'm a nasty woman. I'm a nasty woman. Such a nasty woman.
My milkshake bringeth all ye gentlefolk to the yard, and they're like, it's better than thine. Verily, it's better than thine. I could teach you, but I must levy a fee.
Please.
We're talking about you. Are you there? Hello?
All right. Thank you for sticking around through the ads. What's up, Spaceballs? Spaceballs, the username is here. Everybody hide your crappy coffee. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. How's it going, Spaceballs? It's nice to see you. Merchandising. Every time I see your name, that's all I can think of. Making pizza tonight. I was just talking about maybe just doing a pizza tonight, but I wasn't going to make it. Are you making it from scratch? So Sock Cop and Raiders, if you have any reason that you need to get going, please don't feel like you have to stay. You're welcome to stay. We're happy to have you. But I understand too, if you've been streaming for a bit, you need a break. You need to go do some things. You need to feed yourself. You need to eat, drink water, pet your pups, take somebody for a walk, maybe yourself. Touch grass, get away from the computer screen. Please make sure you're taking good care of yourself. We are live typically Monday through Friday. Well, Wednesdays are like my admin day. I sometimes stream. I sometimes stream. I sometimes don't. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, 10 a.m. Pacific is my usual schedule. Spaceballs. I love that movie. Dough and sauce from scratch. I really need an not the other not the other one that's in the channel points, you nerds. I really need a that's the one. You're like, You're like, I'm making the dough and the sauce from scratch. Your funny fact for that movie is that the guy who yells, "We ain't found," yep, was played by Tim Ross Tuvok from Star Trek Voyager. I didn't know that. Yeah, and it's hand-pulled mozzarella. Yeah, and I made the pepperoni in my basement. Maybe you don't do pepperoni. I don't know. You suddenly cracked up laughing at the sound. The office was super quiet. Oh no. And I made gelato for dessert. And ooh, gelato. That sounds so good. That sounds concerning. Basement pepperoni. Clearly. You must not live near a bunch of food dorks like a bunch of us do up here in the PNW. And I happen to know that Spaceballs is also a PNWer. Actually, I made ice cream from scratch last Friday. This is just a YouTube thing, so I'm going to have to figure out how I can get this onto the computer, which probably is just going to involve Audacity. I'll just pop it open. I'll forget to do it later if I don't do it right now. Basement curing and fermentation is such a mood. It's like, yeah, I've got my Levain starter. It's, I was experimenting with like a 15% rye, you know, and I don't know. I wonder if maybe like my hydration levels might be just like a little bit low. To be honest, you barely know what you're doing when it comes to food, but you're learning. No, it's fun and you should have fun with it and you shouldn't worry about what anybody thinks. Audio setup, recording device. We got that. Okay, I have to pause the music.
Chicken attack!
I'm turning the volume all the way up on this sound, so it might be a little loud. Okay. You got to practice before you feel brave enough to stream pizza without worrying about setting your kitchen on fire. I mean, yeah, that would be bad. Don't set your kitchen on fire. I have made pizza dough before. They made me make pineapple. They made me make Hawaiian style, pineapple pizza, which I don't care for pineapple on pizza. But it's cool if you like it. That is not me trying to tell you you should not like it. I just am not a fan. And that's okay. It's okay for you to like something that I don't like. I'll say that again. It's okay for you to like something that I don't like. And I'm not telling you it's bad to like it. Export to computer. I just named it OOOOOHHHHHH.mp3. Export. No. Soundboard. Play audio. It's nice that I've done this so many times that I can, like, in moments, I can get something like this set up. There it is. I have an ooh button. Yes, I know. All right. Hi, NMV. How are you? You modded this I modded this old refrigerator to turn it into a cheese cave is also a good one. Hello, Habibis. Welcome. Have you tried enjoying the food instead of arguing about it? Someone on the internet. But it's so low quality. Whatever.
Pix_Stitch just powered up with 100 bits.
Why
Thanks for the gigantifying
Why are you
emoji.
eating yourself?
Smile.
Why are you eating yourself? You are too funny. Don't eat yourself. Where is the pattern I was working from? There it is. Whee! Whee! I can hear you saying, whee! I had a blast playing some Fortnite with our friend Pix during his community game stream the other day. Are you following? You better do it. Between rounds 5 and round 6, approximately 5 stitches apart, 2 stitches away from the wings on either side. So that's definitely where we're at here, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope. We were 1 row down. So we need to be up. If it's up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Oh, boy. Snatches Pix out of the air and doesn't let him eat himself again. Sometimes the body just wants garbage. And that's so beautiful. It's okay to let yourself have things like that from time to time. Let me look. I'm preparing myself. Suffice it to say that it's definitely not appropriate for our channel. You do you, boo. It is in the Discord DMs, yes. And it is, You're good. Very happy and relieved about unspecified world events and are doing schoolwork, helping roomies install new furniture and rearrange the kitchen and reading about the history and politics of modern Ethiopia. Coming in here because Pix ignoring you because he doesn't love you. Conan, with all the love, my dear friend, shut up. You told Mr. Don about the swimsuit you won last night. He immediately asked you if you were going to wear it on your cruise in April. Oh my God, Don. How many ethnic groups with their own armed forces do you have? Yes. What are you doing?
One. 9
oh
lies
my
to the
goodness,
CO1
no.
McGill. Literally 0 love for him.
Everything in mind, duration, including... Oh, everything in moderation, including moderation. Yes. Simon goes, do you have a ref for this? You're struggling to... He was struggling to envision it. Not sure how this would loop. Replace the lack of seeing the emote with this pan pizza recipe. Thank you, Pix. What do you want for your sticky note, friend?
Another one.
Your mother was a proper crocheting and knitting champion. Socks were like half a day. Sweater could be up to 3 days. Wow. That's amazing. I can't focus on the same project long enough to finish it, start to finish, when it's something like that. Like, especially not a sweater. I'm trying to learn to be better at it. Thank you, Pix, for the tier 1 gift subs to I Love
Just
Conan.
powered up with 100 bits. Thanks for the gigantify emote.
And
Smile.
Conan is bae. 9 lives to the CO1 McGill. Literally no. That's not true. What even, Pix? Lol. You wreaked enough havoc last night. Why are we choosing violence again? the yes emote. Oh my gosh. You finished your poncho? Let's go. Oh, wait. Huzzah. When I want to set off my beloved upstairs with my 12-year-old gamer child speak. Waste of money? What's a waste of money? Does Conan have any bikinis with his face plastered all over them? Asking for a friend. There are certain countries whose political systems are just, there's the ethnic group religion party, and the ethnic group religion militia, and the ethnic group religion party, and the ethnic group religion underground guerrilla insurgency, and the... A sticky note of Conan, please. Not gonna happen. Hi, Mark. How you doing, Mark? What? Wait. Why? Okay. First is 9-pole wave, and then is Dudco knife. I have this. I can offer you that as a response. You just try and say hi sometimes. It doesn't always go well. Well, let's unpack that. Could it be maybe because you followed up wave with a knife emote? No, thank you. Things are good. I'm making a burb. Wait, am I supposed to be decreasing? God's sake. I'm making a burp. I did the safety eyes. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that yet. Oh, I am. I'm supposed to be. I am supposed to be decreasing. Single crochet invisible. Decrease. What are you doing? What's going on? What's up with your Sunday, Mark?
Another one.
Anon. Thank you so much for gifting a tier 1 sub to Dudlick. That's very sweet of you. Get gift subbed, nerd. No, that's not Miro's style. I can tell you with 99.99999999999999999% certainty that was not Miro. If he was going to do it, he'd do it out loud. Not that there is nothing wrong with doing an anonymous gift sub. Thank you, whoever did that. I really appreciate you. Thank you. Pix, Did you say what sticky note you wanted? Oh, yeah. You tried to tell me you wanted Conan's face. Well, Conan sure can be a ham. So that's what you're getting. I almost did the thing with the asterisk. Because your name is always getting auto-modded. This sounds like something someone who did it would say. I clearly could not. Are you saying I did it? I clearly could not have done it. I had my hands on a project. You always wanted to learn needle/hook crochet instead of just making fishing nets, storing rope by hand, but the instructions matters are indecipherable without some sort of translation. Wait, what? I didn't quite catch what you meant by that, Noodly. Anonymous, I might yell at Miro still, but thank you. Heck. Always talking on... Oh, I see. She was always talking out of breath, smoking extra. Good old Pixis. Bleep, bleep, bleep. That's just a bird. Crochet instructions make no sense. Instruction books are just code. Yeah, sometimes. Here, Anonymous will give you something different. Thank you for gifting that sub. Anonymous. Anonymous. That's very nice. Keep encouraging me to stream or something. I have to figure out what I'm going to make for dinner. I don't want to. You're bad at the counting, and if you get lost, you get annoyed. And if it's not perfect, you get annoyed. And you think you're just annoyed. Ing. I mean, there's always stitch markers, Mark, but I'm fairly certain. Mark, can we make stitch markers that have your face on them? That is a good question there, Pix. Start stuffing. I will not. Thank you very much. This is way too early to start stuffing an Ami. It's just going to all stick out and get in the way. Terrible. Yes, this is a channel I'm considering streaming on when I want to stream, for example, and do a collab with somebody who's 18 plus so we can use shared chat and it's not going to be a nightmare, trying to moderate a channel, simultaneously moderate channels that are, no profanity allowed and profanity allowed, and play some mature rated games. And no, it is not going to be the absolute no holds barred. I just want to be able to do things.
This is my 18 plus
different
spicy
things.
gamer channel
Oh,
where I get to let my hair down. Smiley face.
Gosh.
Follow my main account at 9.5 for
do I
wholesome
turn
crafting content weekdays
all of that
at 10
off
a.m. Pacific time.
Immediately. You are a terrible influence, and you're a fantastic friend, but you're a terrible influence.
This is my 18 plus spicy gamer channel where I get to let my hair
No.
down. Smiley face. Follow my main account.
This is
at
how things get taken away. It's how things get taken away. It is how things get taken away. It's why there are buttons you can press just to turn stuff off. Oh, got ya.
This is my 18 plus spicy gamer channel where I get to let my hair down. Follow my main account at 9.5 for wholesome crafting content weekdays at 10 a.m. PT.
Doing. It's already.
I will just delete the whole channel. I'll delete it. And then you're going to have to explain to the 100 and however many people have been duped into following it why we already couldn't have that. I have an idea. Spicy for language. So you guys always all have to interpret that a specific way, don't you? By the way, the chicken taro is complete. And if anybody cares, it is in my throne. Since you guys demand that where did it go? Now I'm like, okay. Creator dashboard. Settings. Channel. Wait, where do you get to your... Oh, I don't change this stuff very often over here. Account settings. This is my second channel where I get to let my hair down a little bit. If you guys will behave. Okay? I'm gonna quit inviting All right? So, here we go. No, there's no nerfing. Conan's trying to see how far he can take it till we give him a little timeout. I know you. Oh, see? You guys have already, like, it's on cooldown. The Olivia. Because I had to turn everything off. Because sound alerts are paused. Mm-hmm. Did anybody vote for I would get no things done today?
New throne contribution.
Mirror, you're so amazing. Get out of here, Mark.
Thank you, friends.
A very serious, polite person.
I follow Anood's channel. It's 24/7 ramen and it makes me very hungry. Very spicy. Poop. This is not a train, it's a land boat and it's on
Yes,
fire.
you're quite right. Love Resolution, you're quite right. The idea here is that I would have a second channel where we would be a little bit less strict about chat. But more to the point that I would be able to collaborate with people whose channels are 18 plus, but because people would be able to follow that channel or not follow the channel. And you don't have to, and I won't be upset or offended if you don't come to those streams, if you specifically come here for, you know, clean content, comparatively speaking. Thank you guys for starting a hype train. I'm finishing this frickin' chick. I love you. You know, PG-13. It means like not like Disney Channel. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Thank you guys for the biddies. Do you see this? This is the person whose generosity got me in this situation in the first place. I would like to address the other thing that just happened. Mirror, I love you. I know your love of chickens. I appreciate you. Thank you for grabbing that. It is so sweet. I will order it. I'll go ahead and order it like toot sweet because there's a limited number of these that are available. It's on a pre-order in the store. I'm actually going to go ahead and
lovely take on it.
Do it right now because it'll take a minute for me to get those funds, but it's fine. The reason being, she mentioned there would be a limited amount of them available and they wouldn't probably ship until she had a trip planned that she didn't realize was going to coincide with the cards being finally ready. So it's going to take a bit, but I will keep you updated, okay? And you will nice. Thank you. And hi SC, hello. Thank you so much for the 10 biddies, and thank you Love Resolution for the 200 biddies, and thank you Ian for the 69 biddies, and thank you Pix for the 100 biddies, and thank you Duncan for the 200 biddies. Thank you. News and updates. Putting my information in. And come on, you're not going to give me PayPal as an option to pay, for crying out loud. It is fine. Use shipping. Continue. Create an account for faster checkout. Oh my goodness. All right. Purchased. Thank you.
Toot toot.
Okay, thank you for it. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, that's very nice. Thank you. Duncan, you're very kind. Thank you for your generosity. Verify your account. All right, we have pre-ordered it. Thank you. Oh, and now I'm safe for the... Oh, Pepagacy, thank you so much, Pepagacy, for your 37-month resub. Now I'm safe from you guys trying to mess with me. Make me change projects for the next hour. I don't know if I'll keep going that long. All right, I need to scroll up. I have not kept up properly with chat.
Who's that girl with the golden hair and blue eyes? Her voice like the sunshine. This night will fly. Who's got young dancing in the bar? She's on
Fire.
a soul that will inspire. This night will
What's wrong? There you go. Make some noise with rubber chicken toys. Oh, it's fine.
as long as she's in town. It's 9.5. And lupus art and non-command thoughts with such style. She'll make you all smile. She's 9.5.
Pretty impressive, huh? I bet you're pretty impressed.
So impressed. Thank you for the videos, Conan. Okay. Very good. Excellent. Good for you. Good for you, Ian. Good for you. Good for you. How come that didn't work? Oh, there we go. Whoa. Yes, I was listening to Plastic Love before stream today. Where did that come from, though? I must have that page still open. It's such a good song. I want to learn the words to it. I was trying to start this back up again. That was very loud, though. Hello. Can I leave it unpaused?
Pix_Stitch just powered up with 100 bits.
Hi, Blapple.
Thanks for the Gigantify emote. Smile.
You're currently polishing up a beautiful piece of rosewood detail for a boat kitchen with linseed oil and a wax coat. Hideous. Okay. It sounds nice, though. Oh, we're doing just fine. Just, you know, Pix and Conan in here abusing the redeems and feeding off of each other's goblin-y energy. Nothing out of the ordinary, really. Thank you, guys. And thank you for the 87% of a level 1 hyper train. But that means I am safe from the whip wheel. This is for KBJ, courtesy of our awesome friend, Hicks.
Are you bussing on God? No cap.
No, because we don't have a bus here. I live in Podunk, rural. Is this where this is supposed to go? Dirt under your pillow for the dirt man. In case he comes to town. Keep a little dirt under my pillow for the dirt man. So he won't take me down to his lair deep under the mountain. Underground, that's where he keeps his dirt. Thanks, Duncan. Yeah, you were like, I don't have a cat. Well, maybe you do now. Maybe this is the timeline where you have a cat. Did you ever think about that? Why are you off center? The eternal struggle. The details and crochet. Now, please don't panic when I do this. Somebody always has to be like, oh my God, the fumes. I'm like, dude, I live like less than 10 miles from a decommissioned nuclear power plant. You do the math. Oh, I see. Well, I am sorry to hear that. This helps keep the ends from unraveling. And even though I'm like tying it together and stuffing it in, if you've ever worked with this type of yarn, you know it can be extremely slippery. Well, if any of you said 0, you lose. No one said 0. Oh, one person spent 10 channel points on 0 items. Artsy Mad Woman! Oh, I'm not supposed to do that. I'm supposed to let people follow semi-anonymously. I'm so sorry. I just got excited because I saw your name. Refrains from saying controversial things about nuclear energy. This is you spending 10 channel points on 0 things. Was it you? Oh, you didn't predict. You didn't predict. I see what you're saying. Thank you for the gigantified Blapple's face, by the way. Did I miss anything else important in Twitch chat? Because I think if I scroll all the way up, yep, Ian's emote party is the top of chat, basically.
Pix_Stitch just powered up with 100 bits. Thanks for the gigantify and emote. Smile.
Oh, goody. You typed in chat. You know, maybe you're enjoying your lurk and you don't feel like talking and or whatever. But we were talking about you the other day because I enjoyed myself thoroughly in your channel. And everybody, if you're not following Artsy Madwoman, you should do it. I think this is adorable. I hope that KBJ will like it. He's a great friend of the stream, so I'm happy that he won this. And thank you for your generosity last night. Very much appreciated. Little sweet guy.
Don't be suspicious. 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 Don't be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. I love that growl at the end. Artsy Mad Women, when do you usually stream? And thank you, Miro, for giving a fancy shout out to Artsy Mad Woman. No, that I know I don't have to do it. And I know Miro doesn't have to do it. But Miro already did it before I even asked. Because Miro knew, you know? If you know, you know. All right. So this is not the same brand of yarn. And I can already tell just picking this up, it is so different from the toucan yarn. And that's totally fine. I'm used to working with it. This is much looser. You're making me want to learn tufting so badly, Artsy Mad Woman. It's not fair. Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 2 p.m. EST. See, look, it's already stuck. Yep. I know. Tufting, it looks like so much fun. It really does. What? I know, Leah. Can you believe the audacity of this yarn? Welcome to the stream. I'm just throwing that away. I don't care. I'm not going to try to fix it. It's not fixable. How is that yarn so sad? Well, here, okay. So here, maybe I can get this close enough that you guys can see the difference between these two yarns. All right. Look at how dense, like densely packed. I think this is, it's either Honey Bunny or Baby Snuggle. I can't remember. Like you can tell. You can see it. You see how much looser this is? And like less densely packed. This is like really thick and it stays put. But it is what it is. And the thing that you need to do, there's a couple different ways that you can address this situation. So when you're going to do your magic circle, however you do it, trying to do the stitches for that first round, the 6 usually, not always, but usually it's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Trying to do them, being conscious to hold it a little bit more loosely. And then pulling on this steadily but gently and not like just trying to yank on it. See, I managed to get it that time, but it takes like patience and practice. And sometimes you're just going to end up having to toss it. You're not going to lie. Tufting is the funnest thing you've done. You love it. How is that yarn so sad? It's just chenille. Chenille yarn. You better not make mistakes. Very unforgiving sometimes. How dare that yarn be so insolent? Nearly our twinning birthday, Queen Nettie, yes. Wait, did you have a name change? Do I know you under a different name? You've been following since my birthday last year. You've been following since my birthday last year. Aw. Thanks. That looks more sparse. It is. Yes, there is a difference. Got to move across the country first and set up the new studio, but now it's goals. Also, what is that camera? We can zoom in like that. Both of my cameras are Sony a6000s, and do you know where I got them, Leah? You're like, no, of course not, or else I wouldn't have asked. I got them both on eBay. We have an ad break coming. This one is the kit lens. That one is a Sigma. No, not that kind of Sigma. Oh, really, Reven? This sounds like it's a good thing. I'm happy for you. Congrats. Into a literal penthouse. Woo! Oh, wait. We have a button for that now. Nice. That's amazing. Good for you. The literal chaos penthouse. My goodness. People use a variety of sizes of hooks to work with this yarn for Ami. I found 4.5 to be a little too, it just felt like the stitches were just too tight. And yet other people will say, nope, I prefer working with a even smaller than that. Thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate that. And thank you, Artsy Mad Woman, for coming in. I really do. I think tufting is so cool. And one day I would like to be able to try it. We'll see. One of my issues is the amount of space I have in my basement, which is why we have a tip goal on the screen. I'd love to be able to renovate this space and make it a little bit more streaming friendly. For one thing, currently there's basically no walls. Like, there's no ceiling, there's no walls. It's not good for me to do like recording yet. I mean, I can make it work. There's a lot you can do with microphone filters and, with post-production and stuff. But if I want to try and do, voiceover and voice acting work, if I want to have a space where I can, not get completely over the top with volume in the evenings, but at least not have my voice traveling straight up into our walk-in closet in my bedroom and blasting into where my husband's trying to sleep. That would be great. So that's awesome, Raven. That definitely sounds like a big upgrade to your space, which is like what I'm talking about, what we need in order for me to be able to do all the different things that I want to be able to do. And I know you can do tufting in a more compact setting, but I really just also don't need any new hobbies at this very particular moment, as much as I might want them. Like, I have a thing for doing, blending, for fiber for spinning. I have an e-spinner that I haven't really learned to use. I want to learn to weave. It's just, the list goes on and on. What would be really awesome is to be able to afford a whole separate studio space with like, a place to film and more storage and, to be able to like just have a separate workspace from my house. But right now, currently, that's just not in our budget, but maybe we'll get there one day. Does tufting require different tools? You have like a tufting gun. And then there's like a canvas type backing that you, Artsy Mad Woman would be the person to answer this question, but it is definitely specific tools. You can also do punch needle, which has a similar principle behind it, but it's manual versus a tufting gun is uses electricity and goes quite a bit faster. Also, finally living with wife again and being near to supplies. So if you're missing that one floss color, you don't need to wait a week for delivery. You just run to the nearest art store. Oh, good for you. Get 9 a full commercial jacquard loom, complete with punch cards. Dear sweet. Yeah. If I have room for it, and, it's also a time factor. It's just, there's just not enough hours in the day for all the different things I want to do. And one thing I really need to start setting a time aside for is not necessarily like doing like practice of the pieces that he's doing in music class, but just making music with my kids. I've been guilting myself about not doing it long enough. Now it's like, okay, I just need to do it, and we need to figure out an instrument that Moni wants to play and just jam with each other and have fun. Or maybe we do pick out some different pieces than what they're doing in school and actually like practice like classical pieces or something like that. Probably faint if someone gave her an 8 harness floor loom like what you have. Oh my God. Hello, Arid Ecan Wife, who is one of my favorite makers and crafting people on this platform, and who all of you should definitely take a moment to follow if you're not already. And thank you, everybody. If you came with a raid and you're still here, that is so kind of you. I super appreciate it. It's very nice of you to hang out with us while we just sort of do some chill crafting. And again, thank you for the chaos last night. And that's why I'm sitting here making borbs. Cute little borbs. This is a pattern from Stitch by Faye. It is a no-sew chick. Clearly no sew, you guys, does not mean like you won't have to use a darning needle at some point. It means like no like assembly of pieces like you have to do for a lot of amis. And I love stuff like this. They're so easy. And I have made enough of them that all I needed was like a reminder of how to make them. And now I'm just like, doot, not even having to really think about what I'm doing. Yeah, right, Keffy? Really it is. And it's what's even more important to highlight is how generous Arity Wife is, and when a bunch of us are doing our charity stuff, has volunteered beautiful pieces as milestone prizing. I know I'm very thankful for that. I know, we've had many teammates from our charity teams who have also been on the receiving end of that incredible generosity on the part of Arity Wife. Oh, that's really sweet. That's awesome. Is that their Twitch name? Is that their Twitch username? Right there in the chat. Is that how we spell it? If that's it, we can give them a shout out too. I'd be glad to help them get some more eyeballs on what they're doing. Yeah, we can do a fancy shout out for them. And I will definitely drop them a follow. Okay. We need to do one more round before we start decreasing. And I also need to remember to put the safety eyes in. Don't forget the eyes. Especially this yarn, you're not going to be like frogging this and opening the piece up to like put those in. And you can glue safety eyes in place and not use the backs. I will say this to anyone thinking of crocheting and or anyone who's just not made amis before. The name safety eyes is misleading. It is totally possible to pull these out of an item. Yes, they are harder to get out than a lot of other, pieces that would just be like sewn on or whatever. But not always. And so you should never, ever hand over a toy made with safety eyes to like a small child, and leave them with it unsupervised. They're still a choking hazard. if you can get yourself confident enough to use a camera on your hands, you would be totally giving peppy eyes. Oh, Keffy, well, hopefully we could get you there. I'll to vote for the folks in the guild, and the winning name for the guild was Bureau of Beadwork, or Bob for short. How would one join the guild? Asking for a friend? For a real friend, not you. You're not allowed new hobbies anymore. And why is that exactly? Raven. And you're such an agent of chaos in other people's streams that I'm sure you would totally go against that if it was somebody else. That you would be like, it's fine, go ahead, just do it. Would you be living vicariously through them? Why do I feel like this is... No, I think that's... Wait, is that too far apart? You know I have 5 cross-stitch patterns? GC Trash Panda does... Yes. Yeah, there you go. Cat Yoy. Part of the reason you're glad you can embroider eyes now. You were always worried about the safety eyes being ripped out somehow. Need to finish the cross-stitch pattern surf and first and move into the new studio. Yes, definitely. You used to bead about 1 million years ago. So it's more a do not want to pack more art supplies than I already have. Yeah, 100%. I completely understand that. So it's hard to tell. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, yes, there are 5 stitches in between, but really you can only see like 3 and then like a little half. But I think that's what she means. I always feel like I second guess whether or not I'm understanding correctly what they're telling me to do. Okay. Wait, what? Maybe I missed a stitch or something. Your roommate said, we have a lot of spices. We need to stop buying spices for a while. Obviously, you were extremely offended and told them as much. They do so many different things as well, so it's not surprising that you missed some. JC does bead and leather and resin and clay and mini painting. We did buy a container of ground cinnamon that was like a restaurant-sized container of ground cinnamon from Costco in Colorado that I ended up finally having to toss when we moved into this house. And we lived in Colorado in 2015. So that is a very long time to have a container of spices of any kind, particularly ground. It's just going to lose its flavor over time. It's like not going to hurt you to consume it. It's just not going to have it's not going to have as much flavor. Okay. I think Ramona might be home. I'm going to take a break and see if she's home. Okay, you guys, I'll be right back.
I am 9.5 and I'm called that because I'm that close to perfect. I'm tying knots without looking. What? That's what everyone thinks. It's actually because I'm missing half a digit.
Kicking in overdrive, 9.5. Can you feel the temperature rising? 6 high fevers burning. She's got the moves, she's got the drive. When the chicken attacks, will you survive?
'Yeah, hun. I mean, you can cook steak in a dryer, but do you want to? Is the question. And when the fat renders off of the steak, does it create a fire hazard? I'm sorry, I'm a mother. I can't help but think about these things immediately. Oh no. Escalated quickly.
And so I cry sometimes when I'm lying in bed.
Welcome to the Procrastination Station, helping you not get your ish done. Since 1979.
Sour cream. I was thinking about using apple cider vinegar. I'm not going to put sugar in it because the hubs can't have it. Okay. 1 yellow cucumber.
I'm a nasty woman. I'm a nasty woman. I'm a nasty woman. Such a nasty woman.
My milkshake bringeth all ye gentlefolk to the yard, and they're like, it's better than thine. Verily, it's better than thine. I could teach you, but I must levy a fee.
Please.
We're talking about you. Are you there? Hello?
I'm sorry, I'm woefully, no, I haven't. Woefully undereducated. Oh my god, she just smeared her hand that has like pumpkin pie filling all over my face. You're a mess. I break your stream. She says, I break your stream. It's you, you're a witch, dude. Fully chaotic evil. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Just do it!
It's so...
And I'm about to not be so supportive of this. That's right. Oh! Whoa, did you see that? That was cool. No.
Nobody expects the land boat. Chaos.
Yes. That's right, get wrecked, Cancer! Wait.
Oh my gosh, okay.
Clip this.
Buttsbot is not explainable. Your wife loves fart humor too, so you're used to it. This is for your wife. Please clip that and make sure you send it to her. That was perfect. That was perfect. Right at the end. Next order of business.
Home from work and ready to stab some duders! Yeah, teal appeal! Oh! Get hyped! To stab some duders. Yeah! Yes! No.
Okay, bye, 9.
Tuna! What? Like you wouldn't do the same thing, Tuna! Okay?
He's resin
Oh my
his
god!
hand.
Oh my god! Help me! Ugh, tell me you wouldn't do the same thing. There's a rift to go. Hell yeah. Come on. Come on. Come on, White Wolf. Come on, White Wolf. Come on. Come on, White Wolf. Come on. Come here, little White Wolf. Come here, White Wolf. I got a tree. Yes. Yes. Okay. And I'm about to not be so supportive of this. That's right. Oh. Whoa, did you see that? That was cool. No. Nobody expects the land boat. Chaos.
I am 9.5 and I'm called that because I'm that close to perfect. I'm tying knots without looking. What? That's what everyone thinks. It's actually because I'm missing half a digit.
Hello! Welcome to 9.5 Kitchen, where we're going to be making the most basic ass Midwestern chili you've ever seen.
Hi, welcome to my channel.
Mom, can you touch
I'm sorry, I'm woefully, no, I haven't, woefully undereducated. Oh my god, she just smeared her hand that has like pumpkin pie filling all over my face. You're a mess. I break your stream. She says, I break your stream. It's you, you're a witch, dude. Fully chaotic evil. Alright. Lego explosion. Nothing unusual. Everything is fine. This is fine. Not distracting at all. Alright. You ready? Maybe we don't need this to be such a large piece of tape.
Look at all those units, Ramona. So many units. Every one of you is a unit. Okay. Start battle.
Mommy, you're units.
Please clip that. Please clip that.
Mommy, you're units.
Not so loud.
Oh my god. Don't just stand there. Is there a towel? Didn't I bring...
is what a normal piece of pizza is supposed to look like. Look at that abomination. Actually not.
Get out of the way!
Actually not an abomination.
They're trying to watch me suffer!
You have no clothes on. No.
Someone's gonna leave some really big balls on my front porch, and I don't want anyone running away with those balls. They're my balls.
I would have given you guys the maze game or something like that if I'd known I was going to be gone for that long, but I know you understand. Thank you. I just didn't realize, the parent came in and is a lovely person who I really enjoy talking with, and I wanted to, thank her for having Ramona over and, all the usual stuff. So
Pix_Stitch just powered up with 100 bits. Thanks for the gigantic.
It's so adorable.
Smile.
You need to make a little plushie of that, and then you need to eat it. It's so stinking cute. Oh my goodness. It's too funny. Anyhow, yes, thank you for sticking around when I have to take a little bit longer break than I expected. Goofball. Thank you for the biddies, Pix. I don't know what's going on here. I think I had extra stitches. It's so adorable. Pix has pretty great emotes. Okay. I need to stuff before I get any further. Stuff it. NMV, I'm going to break my own rule for a second and say ni puja ni para. I believe in you. Thank you, Noble 9. You've now gotten the hang of this darn knitting pattern. It's only a 4-row repeat, but the purl 3 together, leave on needle, yarn over, purl, same 3 together part was a pain in the butt. Aw, thanks. Wow. I'll see.
Welcome to the fart zone.
Cerulli readers. Welcome to the fart zone. Thanks, Cerulli. Big love from the fart zone. Thanks a lot. So kind of you. Thank you, thank you. Get fart zone. Cerulli readers. Hi, Danny, California. Hi, Super Sweet Zana. Hi, Pocket Shark. Hi, everybody. Welcome. Thank you so much for reading. I appreciate the heck out of you. Speaking of awesome emotes, look at these emotes that Cerulli does for his channel. They're so amazing. They're so fantastic. Hi, Ryu. How are you? Welcome in, everybody. Hello. If you've never been here before, I'm 9. And I'm called that because I'm missing half a finger on my right hand. Very bold restaurant coworker gave me this nickname many years ago. Look what I'm making. I already made one. We're making little borbs. Little borb buddies. Aren't they cute? They're so easy to make, too. This one's eyes are a little bit crooked. We can fix it. Yeah. And they're because people were too generous. Hope I'm doing well. I am, Ryu. It's so lovely to see you all again, friends. Cerulli and I actually are both St. Jude supporters and got to meet in person at St. Jude's Summit a couple years ago. And Cerulli's channel is a lot of fun. He does all his own artwork. No worries. This emote. Oh, D King, welcome in. Hi, Pa. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming along on the raid and for supporting Cerulli, who really is an awesome streamer and does a lot of great stuff, not just for charity, but in general. And you should all give Cerulli a follow. And we're going to write your name on a sticky note and put it on my desk. And we chose Bell Pepper. Wouldn't you like to be a pepper too? Well, today, Cerulli, is your lucky day. You are. You're a pepper too. And we do the sticky notes on my desk for a couple different reasons. One of them being raids. And we didn't do Sock Cop. Sock Cop raided us earlier. That was a lot of fun. Sock Cop is great. Sock Cop. Also, friends that are coming in on the raid, we are... Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you for the follow. We are all about the new creator clubs. I am an Artists and Makers Twitch Creator Club founder, along with my amazing pals, Pickstitch, Imperial, Qualtoni, Julie22, Nimbly, and Taijiro. Together. It's like Transformers. You're good. You have a sub badge, Cerulli. You have a sub badge. You can just put the link in chat. Whatever. You're good to go. Thumbs up. We just put that behind a sub badge because that way the weird bots can't come in and try and post things. There you go. There it is. Everybody, click that link and make sure that you follow Cerulli on all the places. There's a YouTube. Toss a coin to your Twitcher, oh valley of plenty. I don't know if I sang that right. I'm not subscribed to your YouTube. Hello. I just fixed it. Cerulli shop. What's in there? Check out the new drop. Time to get strong. I love this. Oh my gosh. This sweater is life. Hello. You guys wait till you see this. It's so amazing. It is fantastic. Thank you so much for reading. We've had so many cool people read the channel today. And always, it's such a lovely thing to be able to get to know people. Look at it. I love this. Are you doing this through Fourthwall? This sure does look like Fourthwall. I love it. We love using Fourthwall. This is beautiful. Cozy cake, relaxed fit sweater. Fantastic. Beautiful. Thank you for sharing your lovely positive vibes, your amazing, unique artwork with us and with the world, because I think it inspires other people to do more of the same. Are you in the Artists and Makers Club? You do your art on stream. Club. It's a real area in the club. If not, why? Get in there. You get in there. Yay! Julie got you into it finally. I love that. I love that for you. I love it for Julie. I love it for the club. And there are several creator clubs. There's music, IRL, DJs, VTubing, coding and co-working. It's been really cool to watch the program, evolving right in front of us. And they very kindly sent me a really lovely gift of this really amazing, like a duffel bag type bag. So cool. It reminds me of like a Mary Poppins bag. So fun. And as a thank you for, helping out in that role. Like I said, alongside my friend Pick Stitch and the very awesome Julie 22. I still don't know why they allowed me into that group of club founders, but so far I've managed to stay in there under the radar. I was just showing you guys what happens if you try to talk badly about yourself in here. No, not the solo cup hold music. I don't know why, I just feel like these things go together. Bonk. Bam, 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 bam. That song is called Opus 1. It's the hold music song. Thank you very much for waiting in and for bringing your amazing crew. And if you need to read and run, if you need to get going, I totally understand. Please make sure you take good care of yourself. Stop bonking me. I was just kidding. I didn't mean it. I'm very flattered and honored that they asked me to be a founder. I was just showing them what happens when we say silly things like that. That's enough. Stop it. Thanks, Miro. Thank you for playing your part so well. Yeah, Miro will not let you talk bad about yourself in here. That includes the streamer. Tisk tisk. Better watch out or my cat's gonna come down here and be like, you rang. Do you have treats? My cat. You know, I heard in some countries it's totally normal to feed a cat like 8 times a day. Did you know that? I bet you didn't know that. That's what she thinks anyways. She is relentless, man. She will just bug out till I feed her. I'm like, yo. I love these little borbs. They're so easy. This is a free pattern by a designer named Stitch by Faye. I know that she used to have a Twitch channel. I mean, it's probably still there. But I don't think she streams anymore, which is too bad. So apparently TikTok is back for now. Is that the word? I saw this morning, some people were posting about it on Discord. TikTok is back now for like 45 days. I don't have the energy to keep up with whatever is going on with this constantly. So I just happened to see a post about it this morning. So I went over there and was like, oh yeah, it's working. I don't use it super frequently. So it's not like a big way for us to find new viewers, or it's certainly not an income source for me. I don't think I've ever gotten maybe I've gotten like one tiny payout from there. Never been on there, so no idea. Yeah, and it's okay. You can have your own opinions about it, but let's remember that a lot of people who create content, use multiple platforms for trying to grow their audience, and that even if they weren't making a lot of money there, that this is stressful because it's a way that they draw a lot of new community members. Like, for example, our friends, the Dynamite Twins, are definitely in that boat. So it's hard because it's like, I'm not saying, you have to like give an app or a company carte blanche. But you also want to, be understanding that for some people, if this is their profession, it is an extremely stressful situation. Only temporarily until Trump can make an agreement with the owner, CEO, or whatever is confusing. Yeah, and I feel like they're really like kind of, it's this back and forth that I don't think is good, but Yeah, no, totally. And I wasn't assuming that was what you meant by that, but just kind of putting it out there so that nobody decides they're gonna like. I don't. Oh, it's so complicated. Like, I am very thankful that this isn't happening somehow like to Twitch. And I have used TikTok, but I'm not like real into it, real on it. I think that Miro is putting a GG in the chat because I've finished the other Borb. So that's where we're going to end the stream. And that means that those of you that predicted that I would get 2 things done, you win. There were some people who only thought I would get 1 thing done. There was a singular person who did 0, it looks like. And then there was somebody who said 3. No one thought that I would get 4 or more done. That was a pretty big stretch, but I think 2 is great, and I had fun, which is definitely a big part of it. So it's always nice to be able to spend time with you guys, and I appreciate you. And we have a friend who is live, who is a fellow fiber artist, that I think I would like to read. I'm not sure if we'll be able to read this person specifically during their birthday celebrations. Yeah, Jester Frankie, thank you for popping into chat. I saw that you followed offline the other day. Thank you for that as well. I really appreciate it. And I think you came from, whose chat? Where did you find the channel from? I know I was in chat with you in someone else's channel, and I'm struggling to remember who. How did you find us? How'd you find us?
Spill the beans, Jester Frankie.
Thank you for all the follows and all of the support, all the bits. Can't remember. You're new and you're watching all the crochet. Let's go. That's amazing. I mean, huzzah, huzzah, huzzah. My husband, he thinks that it's inappropriate for me to use the phrase "let's go" as much as I do. Thank you. Yes. Snooze is appropriate for sure. Let's read over, because it's usually the other way around. Let's read over to our incredible friend, Ms. Jinx, who is a fantastic fiber artist, is trying to finish her So Royal Zodiac Advent sweater in time for her birthday with 4 days left on the clock here, 4 days to go on the countdown to try to finish this, and is also a January birthday person, and I've actually met in person, and is a beautiful, kind, sweet, generous person who you would all absolutely love. If you like it here, you'll totally love Ms. Jinx. No, she's not the designer imposter me. I'm the Kirkland her. Please come along on the read. Yeah, we do game, but we're not like, we're primarily a crafting channel. Thank you so much for all your, again, your love and support last night and today. Tomorrow, I'm going to try and dye the yarn with my daughter in the kitchen. The yarn for Ms. Jinx, for the person who we're reading out to. Thank you, Patreon pledges and Fourthwall members, for your additional support. It helps me to be able to continue doing this for a living. Thanks, Cranston. Thank you, Blapple. We love you, mods. All of you mods are amazing. This is still broken. I can't figure out how to fix it. And those of you that predicted 2, you just got your points. Thank you. Also, don't forget, we are on front page on the 31st of January for birthversary. So please make sure that you come and hang out with us for that. And yes, 2 was the result. And please do something nice for yourselves between now and the next time that I see you, because self-care is super important and you are worth it. You are absolutely 100% worth it. That goes triple for mods. Thank you for everything you do for us. I will see you guys in the very near future, probably tomorrow for Yarn Dyeing with Moni, definitely Tuesday morning when we have Tuesday. Bye, everybody. Have a great time zone. I'll see you over there in Miss Jinx's.